Every year, the United States produces approximately 40.6 billion pounds of pork, accounting for a significant portion of global meat production, cementing the country's strong position in the food industry. With a thriving pork industry, the U.S. not only meets domestic consumption needs, but also exports to international markets, serving millions of consumers worldwide. You might be surprised to learn that each day, U.S. pork processing plants handle over 353,000 pigs, an enormous number that reflects the scale and modernity of these facilities. These plants are equipped with advanced technology, ensuring that the processing is fast and efficient, thus meeting the massive demand both domestically and internationally. With more than 63,000 pig farms across the country, the U.S. pork industry is highly diverse, ranging from large-scale farms to smaller operations, all contributing to a stable and high-quality pork supply. And we cannot overlook the two key states in U.S. pork production, Iowa and Minnesota, where the largest number of pigs are raised, playing a central role in providing pork for both the domestic and global markets. Currently, the number of pigs on U.S. farms has reached over 133 million, an impressive figure that highlights the growth and development of the country's pork industry. From the vast farmlands of the Midwest to the state-of-the-art processing facilities, the U.S. pork industry continually enhances its quality and output, while meeting the ever-increasing demand of both domestic consumers and global exports. North Carolina and Illinois are the two states with the highest number of pig farms in the United States. When pigs reach a weight of 250 to 300 pounds, they are carefully transported to processing plants. These pigs are loaded onto specialized trucks that are equipped with non-slip floors and efficient ventilation systems, ensuring a safe and stress-free journey. Upon arrival at the slaughterhouse, the pigs are typically rendered unconscious using electric stunning devices, ensuring a humane and efficient process. Once stunned, the pigs are hung upside down on automated processing lines, where skilled workers begin the process with precision. Using sharp knives, workers slit the pigs' throats to ensure that the blood is fully drained, which is essential for maintaining the quality of the meat. The pigs are then moved through an automated flame chamber, where intense flames burn off any remaining hair and impurities, leaving the skin clean and ready for further processing. After this, skilled workers use knives to carefully open the abdomen and expertly remove all internal organs, which are handled separately. Next, an automated saw is used to split the pig's carcass in half lengthwise. This step is done with high precision, ensuring that each half is evenly divided. Carcasses that meet the required standards are stamped with an official seal of approval, certifying that they comply with food safety requirements. These halves are then placed in a chilled environment to ensure freshness throughout the handling process. From here, the halves move to the cutting area, where automated machinery is used to separate the meat from the bones. Cuts like the shoulder, loin, and ribs are carefully trimmed to perfection. Finally, the pork is vacuum sealed to maintain its freshness and quality, preserving the flavor and texture. Special care is given to pork belly, which is selected for the production of bacon, one of the most beloved pork products. The skin is removed using an automated skinning machine, ensuring the highest quality product for consumers. After the remaining fat and meat are processed, they are carefully handled to ensure uniform size. The meat is then seasoned, and the slices are placed into smoking chambers. The smoking process continues until the pork reaches the desired level of doneness, with a golden brown outer layer and a rich, smoky flavor infused into every bite. In addition to bacon, pork sausages are another popular product produced at processing plants. The production process begins with selecting fresh pork, which is then finely chopped and ground. Next, it is thoroughly mixed with a blend of spices and other additives to create its signature flavor. After the seasoning process, the sausages are stuffed into casings and tightly tied into segments before undergoing heat treatment to ensure the perfect texture. While most pork is consumed domestically through meat markets and supermarkets, some pigs are also transported to ports for export to countries such as China, Japan, and Mexico. Every year, approximately 10 million pigs from the US are exported, which is equivalent to 7 billion pounds of pork. American farmers typically wean pigs and transport them to farms for further fattening. Traditionally, piglets are sold when they are 6 weeks old and weigh between 19 to 22 pounds, helping to improve cash flow. Alternatively, some are sold at 10 to 12 weeks when they weigh around 55 pounds. Additionally, some piglets are harvested as early as 2 to 6 weeks old to supply the market directly, often for specialty dishes like roasted suckling pig. Pig meat from suckling pigs is highly valued for its exceptional tenderness and flavor, making it a favorite for many culinary traditions. Roasting shops can provide pigs as small as 10 pounds or as large as 50 pounds, often used for special dishes like roasted suckling pig. This dish is especially popular for festive occasions and events, thanks to its delicious taste and signature crispy skin. Meanwhile, Nebraska, Montana, and South Dakota are major hubs of the bison farming industry, contributing a significant share to the bison meat supply each year. The United States produces around 44 million pounds of bison meat annually, with over 15% exported to markets like Canada and Europe. The bison harvesting season in the U.S. typically runs from September to November, when bison reach their ideal weight, typically between 880 and 1,300 pounds, after having grazed on abundant natural forage during the summer. The slaughter process begins with stunning the bison using a captive bolt gun, followed by exsanguination to ensure fresh meat. The hide is carefully removed for the leather industry, and internal organs are extracted, with edible parts like the liver, kidneys, and heart retained for separate processing. Once cleaned, the bison carcass is split lengthwise along the spine using specialized equipment. USDA inspectors meticulously examine each half to ensure there are no signs of disease or contamination. Carcasses that don't meet the standards are discarded at this stage. Professional butchers then break the bison carcass into primary cuts, including chuck, ribs, loin, and round. These cuts are further processed, packaged, and stored in modern cold storage facilities before being distributed to the market. Bison meat can be prepared in various ways, from grilling to frying, and its tender texture, low-fat content, and rich flavor make it highly appealing to diners. The U.S. is also one of the leading producers of foie gras. Sonoma County, California, and the Hudson Valley in New York are renowned for producing high-quality foie gras. The production process focuses on feeding during the final 3 weeks before harvest. During this stage, geese are fed starch-rich grains like corn. Farmers insert 12-inch metal tubes down the geese's throats to pump a large volume of food into their stomachs. At around 20 to 24 weeks, the geese reach their optimal weight and fat levels, and the harvesting process begins. In processing facilities, skilled workers carefully extract the livers, which typically weigh between 1.5 to 1.9 pounds. These livers are inspected for size, color, and texture, with high-quality livers reserved for premium markets. The remaining goose body is processed into meat, which is divided into parts such as breast, thighs, and wings. These meat portions are sorted according to customer demand and distributed to the retail market. However, U.S. foie gras production remains relatively small, with around 80% of the world's foie gras produced in the European Union. In 2023, more than 29,000 liters of foie gras were produced in the EU. The U.S. is the largest producer of bison in the world, with bison farms primarily concentrated in regions like Montana, Wyoming, and South Dakota. These farms supply a significant amount of bison meat for both domestic and international markets. Markets for bison meat typically allow the animals to roam freely on natural grasslands to gain weight before being sold. Harvesting usually takes place in late summer or early fall, depending on the bison's weight and the quality of the farm. Most of the meat comes from male bison, which are slaughtered between 18 and 36 months old, typically weighing between 1,000 and 1,200 pounds. Once slaughtered, the bison meat is cut into smaller portions, inspected for quality, and kept in cold storage until it is ready for market distribution. Today, bison meat has become a popular choice in high-end restaurants and supermarkets, with the domestic demand for bison meat continuing to grow. This demand is driven primarily by the desire for clean, low-fat, and nutrient-rich food. Each year, the United States consumes between 50,000 and 60,000 bison. Turning to sheep production, the industry has transcended the confines of individual farms, becoming a critical link in the global economic value chain. More than 1.3 billion sheep are raised across 78 countries, with Australia, New Zealand, China, and the US leading in production. Sheep farming generates significant economic returns annually, supplying 70% of the world's wool and 22 billion pounds of lamb meat each year. How are products from these hundreds of millions of sheep brought to dining tables and the global fashion industry? It all starts with breeding. The Merino breed accounts for 50% of global wool production. Prized for its fine, long fleece, Merino wool has natural temperature-regulating and antibacterial properties, offering wearers comfort across all seasons. These exceptional qualities make Merino sheep one of the most widely farmed breeds globally, spanning over 22 million square miles of rugged terrain. Australia's outback is a powerhouse for Merino sheep farming. This region, known for its harsh climate, ranging from arid deserts to cool plateaus, is home to over 60,000 sheep farms and more than 70 million Merino sheep. Meanwhile, the Dorper breed is renowned for its meat productivity, with over 30,000 Dorper sheep farms in New South Wales, supplying thousands of pounds of meat annually. Dorper lamb is tender, sweet, low in fat, and carries a distinctive natural flavor, meeting the demands of premium markets. This breed grows rapidly and has an efficient feed conversion rate, which reduces farming costs.